CBC's Hockey Day in Canada is featuring the Lloydminster Bobcats and the fans who love them in a broadcast that will air next year. A CBC crew was in the border city last week discovering the Save the Bobcats story for themselves. This story could have had a much different ending. Earlier this year, the Lloydminster Bobcats Junior A Hockey Club was facing a relocation to Whitecourt.
I know when I found out about it, I was in Saskatoon, and I was really sad because we come to the games as kids, right? And it's something to do in the community, brings everyone together, that sort of thing. So to hear you're losing your top team was a little devastating, to say the least.
Ownership of the AJHL franchise had accepted an offer put forth by Brent Stark of the Stark Sports Society, who planned to relocate the team.
Well, I can tell you I didn't care for it too much personally, because you know what, you come to a place where I know it's very successful, it could be successful, but you know what, you have a million pieces of a puzzle that you have to put together. And Wayne Russell and the Russway Group did a fantastic job, but it was you know, just too much for them. That family put everything into it, and you know, we were at a stage right there that we thought we were going to Whitecourt.
Along with business investors, the community came forward to help keep the Cats in Lloydminster. It was clear the team wasn't going anywhere.
They had 30 days to raise the matching offer, right? So fantastic support there. They really rallied. And then of course the season tickets, where we sold 777 in total, which is a fantastic number, 400 more than the previous year.
Obviously, it was awesome for the community to rally around us, and you know, I know I'm the guy to say thanks. The whole team feels that way, and it was great to see that, and we're really happy we're here.
The Save the Bobcats story became a positive and inspiring one that's being shared across the country on an upcoming edition of CBC's Hockey Day in Canada, after catching the attention of CBC broadcaster and female hockey icon Cassie Campbell-Pascall.
I was here for the fundraising event with Mike Bossy and heard the story, and our producer sent out a note to all of us, do you hear of any good hockey stories out there for Hockey Day in Canada? And they pretty much do that every year, and a lot of us are in these types of communities throughout the season, and we get an opportunity to learn a little bit about them. So I sent this note, and next thing I knew, they were sending me a note back saying that I'm the one that's going to go up and do the feature. So it was just a really good story to me, and even though this is a larger city, who's kidding who, it sort of epitomizes what happens in small town Canada, where hockey in the hockey arena is everything. And even if you don't necessarily play the game, you're down here socializing with the people on Saturday nights or Friday nights, and you're coming down to visit to see what the local teams are doing. I mean, you're proud of your teams. You want them to do well. You want them to represent your community well. So I think this is a story that can be told in a lot of places across the country.
Campbell-Pascall and the CBC crew spent some quality time in the city last week shooting the feature, and took in the December 14th game against Sherwood Park.
This doesn't happen very often for an Alberta Junior Hockey League team. If we're talking the National Hockey League, that's a different story. But for a community to step up and keep their team here says a lot about what these people are all about and what hockey means to them in this community. And I'm very happy that it's been recognized, and I hope the community gets what they want. It'd be fantastic to have a day of hockey here from Hockey Night in Canada and CBC.
Look for the feature to air during the 2012 Scotiabank CBC Hockey Day in Canada national broadcast. And that wraps up this edition of Around the Region. Thanks to our guests that joined us for this episode. If you have any questions or comments, we want to hear them. You can send an email to aroundtheregion@newcap.ca or visit us online at newcaptv.com. I'm Kayla Buchanan, and for all of us here at the studio, thanks for watching and happy holidays.
Santa's got the blues. Cold up there. Oh, I said to Santa, yeah. It's coming, have you heard the news?